How do you find out when customers are not happy with you? How do you find out when prospects who don't buy, when you knew they were a slam dunk and they walk and said, I'm going with brand X? Do we know why? What's the most common reason they give us? Price, right. It costs too much. Can we argue with that? No, because we feel like defeated. If you said it costs too much, no matter what I tell you, you're going to think it's cost too much. Wrong. Wrong. Don't do that. Okay, we'll share some things. The point is, if we don't know those things, if we don't know that our competition says that the owner of our company is a philanderer, that he's playing with the wrong kinds of money books and all those kinds of things that was seen drinking at the casino, those are things we need to know. Otherwise, we wonder why we don't get the sale. People's opinions can hurt your business. Okay? How about your competitor? Do you have a competitor? Plenty of them? Pick one. The biggest one, the one that hurts you most, the one that takes the sales you wish you had. Do you know one thing that they're not very good at?
Some of their experience.
Some of their experience. You think that? That's your opinion. Have you ever asked any of their customers if they would agree?
They go for the price. They don't worry about their
No, don't get ahead of me here. I'm old. I got to get the things straight here, simple here. Experience. You think they have weaker experience than you? Not as much quality or whatever. You say their customers, if I asked 10 of them, would tell me that? Or would they say, no, ours is more percentage of them would. The key point is that most of us don't really know what our competitors' weaknesses are. And why is that? Well, I probably couldn't beat it anyway, or it probably wouldn't matter anyway, nothing I can do about it. Wrong. If the customers that you're not getting, they're getting, feel like there's a weakness, why don't we hit that weakness? Why not take business from them? Has there ever been an occasion, Eric, when you wanted to, think back, especially when you first got married or in those early years, where you felt like you wanted to have a little powwow and make a point with your significant other to change her ways? Is that in your mind, you had that thought maybe? And so you call for the meeting and you say, yeah, what is your wife's name? Sharon. Say, Sharon, I'd just like to have a little conversation with you. And so could we sit at the kitchen table there for a few minutes? And you sit down and Sharon says, Eric, I'm so glad you called this meeting here. There's a few things that I want you to, like your dirty underwear and the dishes in there. And of course, Eric, we know what he did. Shut up, Sharon. I called this meeting and it's me that's asking you to change. If he didn't want to eat dinner tonight, that's what he did. More likely he did what the rest of us did. Yes, dear. And listened. Why is that? It's called confrontation. Still don't think it works in life? Let me ask you, young man right here, young man Neil. Let's just pretend for a moment and tell me if I'm building a story that doesn't fit. But I'm just suspecting that there's been an occasion that you have shopped with a particular retailer, let's say, or done business with a particular service provider, and you have stuck with them for years. Now, you're young enough, you may not have too many young years here, but is that possible that you really feel loyal to somebody? Sure. Okay, so you do. Now, let's say hypothetically again, but maybe realistically, have you had a chance to go into that establishment or do business with them and you're treated pretty poorly? New clerk, maybe they just don't give you the attention. You just feel like they're really stepping all over me. That's possible? Oh, wait. Now you have two choices here, kind of like Eric. One is I'm going to assume that you grab that clerk by the throat and drag him to the owner and say, fire this person because I've been treated poorly. Or you turn your head slightly, bend it down, and walk out saying, I'll never shop here again. Is that possible? Same thing, confrontation.